So I have a question for you, lovelies. How do you feel about this? Wait, the autofocus doesn't even like it. And then this. And no, it's here. And then that. And I'm trying to talk to you, but this is what you keep shoving in somebody's face because you're going for an order. I am, first of all, I'm not everybody's favorite person, and that's not going to change amongst this video. But I think I need to get something like just out in the open there, because there is 3 types of gig workers in this world, by seems of it. There are the ones that do this when they have an order at the restaurant. It's really annoying, right? It's just annoying. It makes good for probably for a video because it gives you something different to look at, but it's annoying up in your face. There are, and they admit to it. It's the gig workers that do that and admit to it. There are the gig workers that do that and don't want to admit to it. And the last thing is there's the gig workers that say, I have an order for Catherine. Huh? What's the name? Oh, it's Catherine. But we're doing it from a distance. I don't get it, and you guys can comment below on either what type of gig worker you are, because I'm not judging. I'm trying to better understand. As a gig worker and somebody that's worked customer service for over 11 years, I'm trying to comprehend how shoving a phone in somebody's face is going to get your order quicker for you. Because if you did that to me, I want to slap the phone right out of your hand. It's just a rude approach. But again, I'm not judging. You do you. And if it works for you, that's great. But for the drivers that are doing that, have you considered one thing? We get surveys from the merchants or merchants or whatever you want to call it, aka the restaurants. And if they don't appreciate how you're treating them, you are going to get hit on your satisfaction rate or your surveys. And that's going to impact your influence amongst these companies and applications. I'm seeing an increase of this nonstop at the restaurants, and I can't stand it. I show up at the restaurant, and I'm always, well, I got an Uber Eats order or a DoorDash order or whatever for this person. And the only time they're seeing my phone is if they need confirmation about who the customer is, or if they can't, like, it's a hard to pronounce name and they want me to show the typing of it. Also, some of them want to see because they want to make sure on order numbers. And I'm fine with that, but like I said, I can do that from a distance. Actually, it's probably better to see something from a distance and I slowly zoom in if you're having difficulties versus forcing something into somebody's face. Now, I can understand that there's going to be the gig workers that do that and don't want to admit to it. They might put a thumbs down on this video, and I can accept that because the reality is, I know that that's happening. I know that's the truth. And that's okay too. It's your prerogative, not mine. I'm not trying to beat up on you. I'm trying to, again, have an understanding towards this, but I will never understand the life from me why gig workers do that. Now, there's another thing that I cannot understand, but this one I also cannot stand. There are 2 things that truly bug me when they're not an element there when we're all trying to kind of work together. Common courtesy and customer service. A week and a half ago, I showed up at a McDonald's restaurant doing a supper time rush hour. It's like 6:30. And you already know things are already crazy and hectic right off the bat when you show up to the restaurant and there's about 9 other gig workers that are waiting for their order and only 1 restaurant employee doing the driver's takeout food menus. Whatever. They're the only ones that are serving us. So it was 1 guy to 9 drivers. Now, this one driver stood out by himself. He is maybe in his 50s. He was doing a skip the dishes order. And what he said made me want to come back at him, but luckily the manager did, so I didn't have to. Since when? When did it become okay to turn around, and I quote, this was not me, this is the gentleman that turned around and said this, I told you what my f***ing order number was. Your job is to get in that kitchen and get me my f***ing order now because I've repeated myself 3 times and I'm tired of seeing your face. That is 100% not okay. And it got me so much on edge and it got me so boiled that I wanted to give him a few cuss words myself because there's no shape, way, or form that we should be talking to other people like that. It's not even about being a gig worker. It's about being an individual, and that is not something anybody should have to accept. But let's talk about occupational differences here. That person behind the McDonald's counter is probably making what, minimum wage? Meanwhile, we get to cherry pick our orders to make sure we maximize our income. Do the restaurant get to cherry pick their drivers before they get handed to them some asshole on a silver platter? Nope. They get what they get, and they have to oblige to the orders that we have in front. But what we should be doing is obliging to the fact of common courtesy and customer service. There's no harm in going up and saying, I understand that you're a little bit busy. Can I have an ETA and how long it would be for my order? Versus cussing them out and scaring them. This guy, this employee, if I had to say, he was about 17 or 18. He even did mess up my order, but did I take that to heart? No. He forgot both of the large drinks in the order, and I could tell by the weight of the bag. I took the bag back and I said, excuse me, sir, we're missing the drinks in the order. Do you think I could get those? And he says, oh, they weren't in it. And I said, no, they weren't in the bag. And he served me first, got me my drinks, because he already handed me off the order, and he went on his merry way. But he was nervous. The more we swear and cuss at them, you don't realize the more they're going to f up our orders because we're scaring the shit out of them. And it's not okay. I don't know if it's my customer service background or whatever it may be. I can't really say that it's me giving a tip video, but I can say that it's definitely something that's boiled down to me that's getting sparked enough to want to make a video about this topic, because it's just not fun to see. I don't want to see anybody being cussed out. And I don't care if it's the employee cussing out a gig worker or the gig worker cussing out the employee. I am the type of character that I'm totally going to get involved and tell both parties to shut the hell up, do their thing, and that's it, that's all. But it's just that it's becoming too much in the gig economy that we think we have priority over people. I see enough videos here on YouTube that talks about DoorDash being shit, Uber Eats being shit. You know, the customers that are mad because, you know, they don't like that we mentioned the tip and that we're holding their orders hostage. But what about how we are as drivers? Because these drivers do give us a bad rep. And again, I'm not judging, because you do you. But I will be the type of person that if you're going to cuss somebody out, I'm probably going to say something back to you, even if it's not my business. But it's just that, I don't know, it's wrong. It's 100% wrong to be doing that. If you want to keep on doing that, keep on doing that. But you're eventually going to get so many dislikes on your survey count there that I don't even know if the applications will keep you. So if you've been seeing that in your market, I want you to go ahead and comment below. I had to make a video upon this. I am going to be doing more ride-along videos, but with the recession and such, and me doing evening deliveries right now, most restaurants are closed at 8:30. So it's not fair for me to give you a ride-along video when there's not much ride-along happening, because all it is really me sitting in the car dabbling my thumbs and on my phone. So because of that, I decided to make a bit more sit-down videos in the car to talk to you guys about certain topics. I have a few more in the mix because I also have your comments and your scenarios that are occurring. If you have a certain situation that has come across and you want it to be focused in a video, let me know. I have one that is going to be coming up, which was a topic that I didn't think I would ever talk about in Gig World, coming up in a video not too long from now. So if you have one of those videos that you want me to showcase here representing your point of view on things, let me know, and if I'm comfortable and you're comfortable, we will talk about that in a video. Until next time, my lovelies, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to cruise along here, but I will catch you lovelies in the next video.